And hello, this is Wakasm Plays Spirit Island. And hello, how's everybody doing today? So, I'm Wakasm, and I'll be playing Spirit Island again today. I say again like that because this is like my third attempt to record Spirit Island. The very first time I went to record, I had some computer issues, so I lost the gameplay there. I didn't even end up finishing that game. The second time I recorded, I was sick, and halfway through, the recording stopped. I caught it, was able to resume, but I did a lot of weird things during that recording that I'm not proud of. Like, there was a couple moments where I wasn't recording the board properly, so I was taking moves and like zoomed up on the wrong thing, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling great that day. And I feel like, I'm still new to Spirit Island, so I definitely made some mistakes. I don't know. I'll probably put that video up. That should be the first video that goes up, but I'll probably actually put it up second or third, and I'll probably label it like the disaster video. But we'll see. Maybe it's not so bad. I haven't looked at it yet. So in this video, I guess I'll give the same introduction I gave in that video, and we'll see how it goes. So Spirit Island #1 is a game that I do not own. My copy today is borrowed from a friend. Thank you, Renwald, for letting me borrow their copy. I have to give it back to them soon, so I'm trying to get a few plays in before I have to give it back. Just realized I have to shuffle some cards from the last time I played. Yeah, so I have played Spirit Island before, but I've only played it cooperatively, and it's always been other people's copies. I played it the year it came out at a bunch of meetups. I have like 3 different friends who own the game, so I probably played it I'd say probably like 12 times in my life. I've always mostly liked it, but never loved it, and I never loved it enough to get it for solo, but I know it's like the #1 like solo game. It's always recommended. It's always #1 on the top solo 200 on the One Player Guild. And I don't know, I've never really played it solo, so I figured I would try to play it solo. Plus, it was requested for me to play by a couple of viewers. I don't have that many viewers, but I do have some, and someone asked me to play it, so I figured why not. My issue with Spirit Island has always been that I've always played it like 4 players. Maybe that's not the ideal. Played it a few times 3 players, and I always really like the spirits. I'm gonna wash my glasses while I talk. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be doing this on camera, but I'm doing it. Yeah, I've always liked the spirits themselves and the combos, and like how you kind of start off weak and get like more powerful. That aspect of the game I've liked. I guess in playing multiplayer, I've never really liked the whole everyone can kind of do what they want to do on their turn, and basically it always leads into weird positions where like multiple people are trying to pull off their big move with their spirit, and maybe you want to tackle a certain part of one of the boards and someone else also wants to do the same. And even though people say it's not quarterbackable, I kind of feel like it is, especially like on the easier difficulties, which is not a horrible thing. Again, like, Pandemic is also quarterbackable, and that's still fun to play. Again, I've never disliked Spirit Island. It's never been a game that I've wanted to own. I've also never fully loved, at least again, playing in multiplayer. Kind of like, seems like the second half of the game, once you're over that hump of like, hey, we're about to lose, you kind of just eventually win. But again, I've mostly played on like default levels without additional difficulties. So with that said, I have played a few times on harder difficulties with people, and I always found that to be more fun. So I feel like in solo, that's something that you can do. You can kind of tack on more things and make it a little bit more complicated, and I don't know. I feel like it's the type of game I will love, but now it's also been out for so long, there's so much content that I don't feel like trying to acquire it. So probably what will happen with me is I'll probably end up just playing it more on the digital app. There's a sale on Steam going on, and I'll probably pick that up and I'll probably play more there. I don't know, maybe Tabletop Simulator or something, and I'll probably reserve my in-person plays to either borrowing someone's copy or playing in person with other people. So with that said, this particular copy that I have is everything. It's all the expansions. It's, let's see, we got Branching Claw, it's Spirit, Nature Incarnate, it's Jagged Earth, it's the base game, it's the Horizons of Spirit Island, it's everything, it's the promos. So for me, this has been a little bit overwhelming because everything's mixed together. I don't want to unmix it. And even though I have played Spirit Island, it's always been a case where I haven't had to read the rules and control the game myself. So, I feel like I'm going to make mistakes. I definitely made mistakes last time. there's definitely a lot of analysis paralysis, at least for me. I feel like if I played a bunch of games with the same spirits and then started recording, it would go much smoother. But I am making things more challenging for myself. I'm just playing and recording my experiences. So even though this is going to be my second full game, hopefully the rules will be a lot smoother than the first time. Again, the disaster video that I might also upload either before or after this, I haven't decided yet. I'm sure going to make mistakes, probably. I definitely get the iconography wrong sometimes. There was a couple of cases last game where I played a slow power when it should have been fast, where I thought it could have been fast. And then there's stuff from the expansions that were coming out that I had to quickly look up and deal with. In addition, I am playing with Branching Claw. I'm playing with the Jagged Earth, like all the different like icons and stuff that can come out. The only thing I think I'm like pretty much staying away from are the really complicated spirits that look like they're from Nature Incarnate, which has like spirit specific tokens, and the Incarnas and some of the new iconography there. I haven't dove into any of that. The way that I've been doing it is I've been using a random generator to pick my spirits. I've been saying, hey, I'm gonna play two-handed, pick one from the core game so it's easy, and then pick one from one of the other sets. And last game I got the dog from one of the advanced sets that does a lot with the Dahan, and that was a lot of fun actually. I like that character. But like I said, the video I think came out poorly, so again, if you see that, you know, it probably won't be a very good video. But I don't know. I don't tend to edit my mistakes out. I think there is some value of seeing somebody new to the game struggling, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people that just want high polished, heavy end game thinking, great players playing games, and some games I'm like that for, but Spirit Island is not going to be one of them. To add an additional layer to that, I decided, hey, let's up the difficulty. I'll be playing with events. I'll be playing with one adversary just on level 2. I picked one of the easier ones just to kind of get used to that. I was supposed to play with events last game, but then I forgot all about them because they're not on this turn order, and then I just completely forgot them until like turn 4, and then I just decided to play without events. But this game I'm going to be playing with events. The two spirits is one's from the core game and one is, I don't know, I think maybe both of these are from the core game, but this is what was randomly issued to me. I don't know where the spread of Rampant Green comes from. I thought it was a spirit from one of the expansions, but I think this might just be two core spirits. But I feel like today's game is going to be boring because both spirits look like they're defendy slow spirits, and I don't know how well that's going to play. I've never played two defendy spirits. I think I've played one of these spirits. I might have even played both of these spirits before. I don't know. I probably have it all logged in BG stats somewhere. But yeah, anyway, these were randomly chosen. If this goes well, maybe next game I'll purposely choose a more complex spirit. So this might be boring again for those who want, you know, more advanced gameplay. But this is how it ended up. So with all that said, I'm gonna hopefully keep it under 2 hours, but probably not because I'm pretty slow at Spirit Island and I'm pretty slow in general. I think the last one, when it's all the fillers filtered out, we're probably under 2 hours. So this hopefully will be under 2 hours. Other than that, if I make any rules mistakes, let me know. If I make rules mistakes, just let me know. If I do anything weird with the filming, let me know. But let me know what you think. I could use a like, subscribes, comments, interaction for all this kind of thing. I've kind of been I'm on like a 2-week hiatus of uploading videos because I was on vacation and then I did get sick. So I just was uploading weekly for a while and then I stopped, and this is me getting back into it. So I'm trying to record a bunch of these. So I have a few Spirit Island videos on the back burner. Because I think this game, you know, it's well known. I should have at least some plays on my channel of it. That's 10 minutes of me talking about my play of Spirit Island. And I just wanted to give you the backstory because I feel like it's important to know. So a lot of this is new to me. Hopefully I don't get any rules wrong. I guess let's just get started. So first things first, we're gonna do this. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this. There's me. Hopefully I can keep myself on camera. I bumped my camera recently and now I feel like when I lean forward, I'm not on camera anymore and I gotta fix that. So yeah, there we go. My microphone. These are the two spirits. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think that these are both from the core set. Not 100% sure. So again, I didn't purposely go out of my way to do this. This was randomized. The way I have things set up right now, let me fix a little bit on my camera. See if I can get that back lined up the way that I wanted it. All right, got this going on. This up a little bit. Okay, so I've set everything up. I'm playing against the Kingdom of Brandenburg-Prussia, and there's not a lot going on. There's going to be some stage 2 escalation stuff that happens once I hit stage 2. Other than that, the only weird part of the setup is I had to add a couple of towns to the board, which means I got to deal with more at the beginning of the game. And I'm playing at level 2, just trying to make things a little bit more difficult for myself, which just basically rearranges the order of the invader cards, the stage 1, stage 2. So you'll see a stage 3 card come up a bit earlier than normal. All right, so then I did my first explore phase. They explored into the wetlands, so I have this right here, and everything else I just kind of have set up. I have a healthy island. I need to get 5 blight tokens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I did forget to put out a blight token here and a blight token there. I think everything else is out though. Okay, so let's get started. Yellow is the spread of rampant green, and vital strength of the earth is red. The special rules for the spread of rampant green is whenever invaders would ravage or build on a land that has a spirit, I think it's a spirit totem, is that what it's called? Spirit site. When you have 2 totems, you can destroy one of your presence to kind of like prevent it from happening, and then you can bring destroyed presence back onto the board with this character instead of taking it off your board. So that's what they can do, and then they have some innate powers and some cards. This character's special rule is very straightforward. They're very defensive. Anywhere where you have 2 totems, again, I think they're called spirit sites, or I don't remember all the terminology. It's probably on one of these cards. Sacred site, that's what I'm looking for. Whenever you have a sacred site, which is 2 totems, it defends for 3. So if you can get all your totems out, you'll be defending all over the place. Pretty straightforward, but both seem like they're pretty slow. So we'll have to see what I do and if I make good decisions or not. So here's where I made some mistakes last time. Make the cards more readable. I've been zooming in, which I think is the right thing to do. Problem is sometimes I forget to zoom up on the map when it's time to make decisions. So I'm going to try to stay a little bit zoomed out more this time, but for at least this first round, I'm going to zoom up on these cards so that you can kind of see what we're dealing with. I can take these in any order. First thing that's going to happen in the spirit phase is we're going to do growth actions, and then we're going to gain our energy, and then we're going to play and pay for a power card. This character always is putting a presence out, and I feel like we are going to, what are we going to do? Possible to play 2 cards this turn with, we don't start with any energy, so that's something to pay attention to. So yeah, first we got to put 1 out. So I think we're going to put out 1. We're going to get a little bit of passive energy, and I think we're just going to put it out in a jungle or a wetlands. And this is going to ravage in a turn, so I guess we can prevent that and maybe lose a token. So we'll go there. I only have 1. I have 2 abilities that matter to presence there, but at the very least I can get them back on the board. So we're going to do that, and then I think we're just going to add, I think we're going to gain a power card. I think we're going to add another presence up to 1 space. And we're going to get an extra card play this turn. Both of these are not good because I only get 1 energy. Guess we'll do it this way. If I get a green and I play this, if I play this card this turn, I can at least do a damage to something if I want to, which doesn't do much. But at least I can get this out and help this spirit go out faster. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So we are just going to add an extra presence out this turn and get the 1 energy, and we're probably not going to do anything. Probably just going to let everything do what it needs to do. So I think we're going to start by getting this out over here where the Dahan are at. And again, I just did it. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Let's zoom out. I put it right here. This is where I have to remember. I'm probably just going to zoom out once I read the cards. All right, so we're going to get our 1 energy. I already feel like I'm making mistakes. We're going to try and at least get the 2 energy So we can start getting some energy generation. And the next turn, when maybe we'll gain a power card and a 3 energy. That's what we're gonna do for now. Okay, so this character has 4 cards. Oh wait, actually I have to pick what cards I'm gonna play too, sorry. We're just going to play this fast card, and we're gonna target spirit adds, we're gonna basically get another presence of this character out too. All right, so we know that wetlands are going to ravage next turn. So we're gonna see if we can defend a bunch of that. So we're gonna figure out how we can do that this turn. I could reclaim all my cards and put out a presence, or I could gain a power card, or I can just add a presence and get 2 energy. And I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna add a presence and get 2 energy, and we're gonna do. I think we're gonna try to get card plays out of this character first, since we generate 2, and we're gonna get 2. We're gonna have 4 to play with. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna put this 1 away, and again, we're gonna put it right here, and we're gonna get 2 energy. And my play style, at least in Spirit Island, again, I haven't played enough to know if this is actually my play style, but I like powering up the spirits and taking risk early. I feel like at a certain difficulty, that's just gonna kill me, and I don't know when that happens. Maybe we're already at that difficulty, I don't know. But I really like trying to get presence out and just getting some energy and card plays out early, and then I'll start working on power card. Plus, since I'm gonna be playing this, I'm gonna get a second presence out, which means that I can start working on stopping all the ravages next turn, at least on this side of the board. This side of the board, I think I'm screwed on this side of the board right now, but this side, I think I'll be okay. At least in my head, I think that's how it's gonna work out. That's what I did. I chose this option to put a space away, and I gained 2 energy. I'm gonna gain 2 more energy. I'm gonna play a card, and basically, I'm going to. I could do 2 damage up to 1 space away, so we're going to do that. We're going to do Rituals of Destruction. Target land has 3 Dahan, plus 3 damage, and 2 Fear, which we don't have, but yeah, we're just going to try to work on killing some stuff this turn that doesn't affect us. So those are the cards that we're going to play. These are going to be I have these green tokens that are going to represent my discard. I do have to pay for everything, so let's do that. Most of my energy is already gone. And then now, this is what, 3? Yeah, okay. And now the turn is going to start. First things first are going to be fast power. This is a fast power, so we're just going to do this right away. Target spirit adds one presence from their pool up to 1 space away. That's what this is. This is taken care of. This money goes away, and we're just going to add. We're going to now add. Probably should have done it the other way. All right, yeah, we're gonna make one. We're gonna do one. I knew what I was doing already. I should have played this first one first, because it would have just given me 1 more energy, and then played from the card pool. So that's what I'm gonna do. Again, I'm gonna be doing some takebacks, because again, this is the type of game where until you reveal information, potentially do that. But that was just silly. I knew I was gonna do 1 and 1 like that, and then next turn I'll probably do the two cards, and I'll probably gain a power next turn. But anyway, we are going to put this. The only fast power that we can do, I do have a slow power that I can do. I can do this innate power, 1 damage to a town or a city. Doesn't really do me much because I can't repeat the power yet, and I can't kill anything with that, but I do have what I need to be able to do that. There's another green up here too that should make that a little bit more useful if I can get that far, because it lets me repeat the power. Then I can start actually pinging off some towns for free. And I cannot do this yet. Can't do anything there. I don't have what I need to do that, so I'm not going to do anything there. So all the fast powers are done. So we're going to go to the invader phase. So first things first, blighted island effect. Island is not blighted, so we skip that. Then we do events. Now this is what I forgot last time. So events, I don't really know how much they changed the game. I feel like I've maybe played with events once or twice, but I don't remember if events are good or bad. I know fear is mostly good stuff, but I don't know if events are bad. I feel like they are, so we're gonna find out. Let's see what this event is. This event says, what does this event say? Here we go. Your island is unlike any the invaders have seen. The leaders begun to take interest in tales of strangeness. You may ignore the curiosity. Return the top card of the invader deck to the box. Skip cards specially placed during setup. On each board, add 1 town to a land without it. Okay, that's not great. Makes things happen faster, I guess. And I get towns. I can return the top fear card to the box. During the next normal ravage, each town or city will do 1+1 damage. Not that big of a deal. And then cost 4 energy per player, aided by. So if I remember how that works, I can discard cards with purple to get 2, and I don't think any of my characters have purple. Yeah, or I could pay 4 energy. I think it's per player, so I'd have to do 8. Or I could just get rid of a power card to do it. So I can't afford any of that. So I guess we're doing this top one. We're gonna return the top card of the invader deck. So we're getting rid of a 1. So this is not a great start, I don't think. And then we have to put in a town in each land that doesn't have one. Where do we want to put these towns? I guess. I don't know. Guess maybe put one where we don't have presence, or maybe we want them where we have presence. Guess we'll put them. Beast of the. Oh, wait, I did forget to set up. There's some stuff I have to set up. Forgot there's special setup for branching claw. Here, and forgot about that. All right. Beast of the jungle. On each board, add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. Oh, here. And I don't know. Here? Sure. +1 fear if invaders are present. So we get 1 fear. Hopefully I have the fear pool count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many tokens are supposed to be in the fear pool? Four per player. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's correct. Okay. On each board, add 1 tail to a land with a Dahan. What do the tails do again? I don't remember. Fence the next explorer. So we have no clue where the next explorer is going to happen. So we can just randomly pick some places. So let's just go here, I guess, and stop and explore. So that's the end of the event. We do fear effects. We don't have a fear card, so we're good there. Ravage. Invaders damage the land. We don't ravage yet because we don't have a ravage card. Build. Invaders are present. We add towns. So if there is a town, if there's more towns than cities, we add a city. Otherwise, we add a town. So we're adding a city there. And of course, I did it again. I haven't touched this in a while. Default it. All right, so I put a city here, I put a town there, and then I put 2 more towns out. Then we explore. So we're gonna flip over this card right here. And again, it's already happening. Camera has moved, so we are exploring into sand. So let's see. Pretty sure that's everywhere is getting an explorer. So that is everything. We advanced the invader cards, so we now have ravaging in the wetlands, building in the sand next turn, and we're going to explore something at a level 3 because of the Kingdom of Brandenburg-Prussia level 2. All right, so now slow powers can go off. So now we can do this. Basically, we can do 2 damage to a land. But we can only do it from this space right here. So we're just going to do 2 damage and get rid of and that's going to give us a fear to generate. So that's 2 fear, and that's it. Yeah, and it had to be in a land that has the Han. See, I already, like, stuff like that I forget all the time. Like, I look at the range pretty often, but I often forget to look at the target land, and sometimes I just make mistakes. I don't know if that's something that you do, but it's something that I do a lot. I could do 1 damage to something, but it doesn't help me, so I'm just gonna skip that. So now we're back onto a new phase. So we start with the growth phase. So this character always is putting something out. And I think we're just simply going to put out another presence. It has to be in a jungle or a wetland, up to 2. So we know that these are going to ravage this turn as well. We thought this was going to be controllable. Let's see. What do I have? What cards do I have? I can push stuff out, right? But that's only slow. I could... No, I don't have the right colors. I could add another presence, and I could damage something. So if I do that, I have the ability to... Nope, but it's still going to be slow, though, which is the problem. It doesn't stop the ravage. Yeah, so I think we are just going to put something out. We're going to have to let those ravage. I thought I'd have a way to deal with this, but I just realized that my powers are slow and not fast. So there's not much I can do. And I don't have the ability to... Actually, I could defend 3. I could defend 2. Range 1. Okay, I can stop this turn. So there we go. We're good there if I play these 2 cards. So I have to do one of those, and then I can do a +1 presence up to 1 space. So we will do... Yeah, we're just gonna try to get this energy going. So we're gonna do 1 +1 presence. We know these are building, so we're gonna try to go somewhere where we're not right now. Guess we will go here. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go. No, we're gonna go down here into the mountains. We got nothing over there yet, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Okay, and then we're gonna play Overgrown the Night and stem the flow of fresh water, and that is going to... Well, we're going to get, and the 2 energy, that's going to take care of the cost for that. This lets us put down a presence, and this lets us do 1 damage to something, kill off a town for next turn, and we can defend this turn. I think we can at least stop that, and we can stop both the ravages. If it's worth it or not, I don't know yet, but we could if we want. I could even just defend here and not lose a presence and just let this get a blight, which might be the better choice, actually. Problem is I will probably end up losing a Dahan if I do that, so I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do. First, let us get a presence off this board now. This guy is going to simply... They're simply going to add a presence to a space where they have something already and gain a power card. So we are going to gain a minor power card. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are our power cards. This is where I want to zoom up, and I just have to remember to zoom back out when I'm done. Okay. So the colors we want are yellow, gray, and green. This could potentially be a green and some simple damage. Another green, gray, and a green. Defend 1 of target land. So this is like just another way of defending. Yeah, so I think we're just going to take this one. It costs nothing. It's a defend 1 and potentially defend 4, which gives us, you know, we're already heavy in defense, but it gives us colors that we want, 2 colors, and it costs nothing, and it's a fast. So, and I believe I get to use that right away. I don't remember if you gain a power card if it's available. I might have played that wrong all last game, so this is where things start to be like, hey, am I playing this right? Okay, new power cards always go into your hand, so at least I've not played that wrong, which means that I can use it. Now that we have that out, we can play 2 cards this turn. We're going to be getting 3 energy, so let's do that. Let's keep it as 1s for now. So we know wetlands are ravaging, so this is what we talked about. Zoom back out here. Let's do this right. So we know wetlands are ravaging. I can stop this with a simple defend. Cost 3, but I can defend 4, and if there was a blight there, I could remove it. So we can stop this from ravaging this turn. And then there's 2 Dahan there as well, which means that they'll wipe everything out, which is good. Or I can make invaders skip all actions in target land, but again, kind of the same thing, so we'll just defend 4. This is gonna, by default, defend 3, so I don't have to do anything there, but I could gather Dahan in there, save this defend. Once this turn, target spirit may repeat 1 power card with an energy cost of 1 less. We can't do that yet. We don't have any yellow. We need to get more yellow for this character. But I could gather up to 2 Dahan, and we know stuff is going to be in sand places. So I could gather these 2 there. That's probably what we'll do. And then we'll hopefully get the Dahan to smash 4. It's going to cost 4 to do all this, but we can. So maybe I'm doing too much. I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to find out if I'm doing too much or not. I feel like everything's going to fall apart. Wants me more over here. Okay. So start a turn. Play all my fast powers. So my first fast power is just going to be to add a presence. And if I add it to a place that has your presence and invaders, I get 3 fear. So we're going to see if we can make that happen. And I think we're simply just going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so that's taken care of. It's going to go in my discard. I don't know why I'm doing it over there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in the sand place because we know that's going to ravage next turn, so let's just try to get ahead of that. This is a slow power. I need to keep this out. We'll discard that after. So right now I have 3 green and a blue, so I could also defend 2. I think maybe I knew that. So that's how I'm going to stop one of these. Okay, totally forgot that that's a thing. I have 4 green, but only 1 blue. So we're going to defend. Which one is the defend token? These are defense, right? This is a shield. And we're going to stop the ravaging from happening there, and we're going to protect. Perfect. I knew there was a reason why I was doing it. So I can still do this, and I can still do this during the slow phase. Got it. All right. This character, we already said this is defended. They're going to do this fast. We got to pay 3. We should have already paid this. 3 and 1. So we'll remove the 3 to show that we used it. We're going to defend 4 and let the Dahan do that. So we're going to stop that from ravaging. And then we can gather up to 2. Oh, we can actually prevent a build. Oh, I wasn't really thinking about what's the best place to do that. 1, 2. We can actually prevent a build entirely here. Probably worth it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just move this here, and let's move this guy as well. And let's gather up to 2 Dahan. We'll do both. We'll do both from this side. So now we're gonna completely prevent the build there. So I didn't even need to put a thing there, but it's there. So, and then I can't do this ability because I don't have enough. So we have some slow abilities, but that's everything. Okay, so Blighted Island effect, nothing happens. We don't have a Blighted Island yet. So we do our event. Events are next. So let's zoom up and let's not forget to zoom back out when we're done. Seems like it's bad. Terrible drought parches the island. You may let the plants die and land wither. On each board, discard the top minor. On each board, discard the top minor power. If it lacks blue, add 1 to a sand. I'm not sure what that means. On each board, discard the top. What's the top minor power? Does that mean for my hand? I feel like I have to Google this. Give me 1 second. What that means is I'm going to draw from the top of the minor power board. If it has no blue, then I have to add a blight to a sand. And then everything gets 1 less health this turn, which is kind of interesting, which means I can kill more things, but that's, we'll see how that affects things in a second. So first things first, it has a blue, so I do not add a blight. It does not have a blue for this board, so I have to add a blight to a sands. So I guess we will add it to this sands down, which again, I should zoom out for that. Then all the beasts deal 2 damage, 2 things, if they can. So the beasts are going to attack everything here, because towns have 1 less health. And so 2 damage is going to kill a town and an explorer. So we're going to get 1 fear for that. But this beast is going to go away because it goes away if it kills something. This beast is going to kill this city because it has 1 less health. So this city goes away and this beast goes away. This beast is going to kill this town. So we're going to add 3 more fear to the deck. So these beasts just did a lot. I feel like that was pretty lucky. 1, 2, 3. And then during Ravage in every land, defend 1 per when we get extra defense for the Dahan. Okay, so we did everything. Alright, because I could not afford the other option. So that seemed like that made things easier. So I guess events can be really good for you. So next, what's next? We did Blighted Island effects. We did the event. We don't have a fear card yet. We need 2 more fear for that. Ravage. Invaders damage the land, and so they're gonna ravage. So these guys are gonna ravage and do 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. But whenever invaders would ravage or build in a land with your spirit totem, I can prevent it by destroying one of my totems. And that's what I'm going to do. And when you destroy a totem, they get removed from the game. I think a lot of characters don't have ways to bring it back, but this character does. So I'm just going to put it right here so you know that it was destroyed. So this prevents the ravage there. That's with choke the lands with the green. That's their special thing. And I can add this back optionally with this growth option, with one of my growth options if I want to. I'm not sure why I would do it until I get all these off, but yeah, maybe there's a reason why, I don't know. So that's that. This is defending 2 + 1, so this is defending 3. So the Dahan and the land don't take any damage, but the Dahan is here and is doing 2 damage back, and towns have 1 less health, so this is going to kill both the town and the explorer. Again, I think I'm playing that right. I don't know for sure, but that's what the event said. The event said that all Dahan towns and cities have -1 health, so I think that's how that works. I believe you can spread it. If I'm doing that wrong again, somebody can let me know. This is not doing anything anymore because what was here got destroyed by the beasts. And then this has a defend 4 on it. So this is just doing 3 damage, so the Dahan and the land do not take any damage. And there's 2 Dahan there, so the 2 Dahan are going to clean up the town and the explorer there. And that means I get another fear, which means that I finally generated enough fear to get a fear card. So we're going to take 1 fear card off the top, and we're going to put it down into this event fear place, which you can see now if I move my head over here. We have a card here. All right, so that was ravaging. Building is now going to happen. Nothing's going to be built here. Nothing is going to be built here. This, we're going to build a city, so this could get a little bit dicey. And this, we're going to be just building a... So that's the build, and now we're going to explore. And this is the level 3 one, which means we're going to be getting a lot of explorers. We got a mountain and wetlands exploring. So let's see. We have an explore happening here. We have an explore happening in here. Then over here, we have an explore. We have an actually this explorer gets prevented because of the tail. I don't know what the tail is actually called. The mountains here. No explore happens in this mountain either because, oh no, there's a town there, so. All right, so that is the end of the invaders' turn. In order to win the game, I still have to wipe the board of everything because my fear level is pretty low, so I'll have to work on that. But now slow powers are going to happen. So here, I still have the ability now, which actually matters, is I can do 1 damage to a town or a city, and I can do another 1 damage to a town or a city. And if the target land is a mountain or a sand, instead I can do 1 damage to each town and city. So that's kind of interesting because, for instance, I can target here because it's 1 space away from one of my spirit totems. This has 1 less health, and this has 1 less health. So I can use this card to damage both of these. This dies because it only has 1 health. This is already down to 2 health. And I can use my slow power to do my innate power to do 1 more damage. So I can kill both of these off right away. Again, I don't think I'm cheating. I think that's just how it works. So that's 3 more fear generated. And that greatly takes the risk out of this space moving forward, which is good because a lot of those spaces are going to ravage next turn and we're going to have to take care of it. So that's done. My slow power here is done. And I have... Did I cheat? I think I cheated. I think I did my gather. Yeah, I did it again. I did this gather too early. So when I gathered from here, and I think I pulled it from somewhere else, this should have had a build. Because again, this is a slow power. I don't know why I played this fast. Don't know why I cheated. So this should also have a town in it. And I don't think that would change what I would have done though. I still think how I did it was perfectly fine. You know what? No, I'm still gonna kill a town, but I'm just gonna kill this new town that I just spawned. So I'll leave that town in there. Actually, no. This town would have died anyway. This is the city that I would have had to determine if I wanted to kill. So yeah, we're going to do it like that. And I can't repeat the power because I don't have an additional white this turn. So that is everything. Yeah, so I don't know why I played this card fast when it's slow. This is the kind of mistakes that I always do, but earlier in the turn I did that. I should not have done that. Now I can pull this in to there, and I will still do that. And I'm not 100% sure where I pulled the other one from. So if I affected anything there, hopefully it's not too big of a mistake. And also forgot. No, that's still not this turn. Okay. All right. So these are all discarded now. These are all discarded now. And now it is a new turn. So hopefully not too many rules mistakes there. I think I'm playing right. All right. We'll see what happens. So starting, so we slide everything down. So now we know sands are ravaging next turn, mountains and wildlands are building, and then we're going to be starting on these twos, which means that we're going to be putting out a lot of extra bad things soon. So even though the game feels like I'm doing well, I think things are going to get bad really quickly for a little while until I get some more powers. But this is the turn where I get more powers. So first things first, always growth. On this character, I'm going to put one right back into the marsh here, and we're going to do the, which means I'm going to be able to play one power this turn. What's my hand? I have one. Well, I'm probably getting my whole hand back. Might be a good time to start working on this, but yeah, no, we're going to do it. We're going to maximize this energy, so I don't have to worry about energy anymore. So we're getting 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. And then we get a minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's read these. So we want white and green or blue and green. So this has got white and blue, so this is good. If target land has your presence, I can get 1 fear and do 1 damage. If target land is a sand or wetlands, then do 1 damage. So this is pretty good. It's slow though, but still pretty good. Isolate target land. Each invader does -1 damage. Isolate's a new mechanic, which like kind of prevents explorers, but we're gonna not worry about that. Swarming wasp, we can add a beast token. If target land has a beast token, we can push stuff, but none of these colors are good for us. And next time Dahan would be destroyed in target land, destroy 2 fewer or push up to 3. Again, no colors that we want. So yeah, we're just gonna take this card. Where is it? This minor power. It has 2 of the 3 colors that we want and gives us a little bit of damage. That's what we're doing for that character. We got our energy. Now we got to figure out, and we reclaimed all our cards. So now we have option. The problem is we can only play 1 card this turn. So our choices are, we can help this character. So what's ravaging this turn? Sands are ravaging. So this is the only one that we have to worry about with this character. And then we have a bunch of builds happening. So target is a mountain or a sand. We could do damage to everything. That's not really that helpful this turn. So we could just try to get out another presence this turn. We'll just worry about getting presence out. Or we can help a different spirit get presence out. So this is ravaging, and then this is ravaging this turn. And I don't know, do we have the ability to defend? We do have the ability to defend. So I think we're going to be okay on all ravages this turn. I can always lose a token for that, or I could just try to damage it. Except for if we do that, it would only be slow. Slow. What are our fast powers? Defend 2. Alright, so if I get a blue out, a blue and a green, that's what I can do. I can just defend this, then I don't have to lose a present. So let's do that. Let's figure that out. Blue and a green. So what options do we have? Blue and green. Blue and green. So we can push. This has green. Blue and green. No, yeah, we need blue and green, right? Yeah. So these are the only 2 cards I can play this turn if I want to stop that ravage. So we're going to do that. So we can basically... Can we stop a build? Marshes or mountains? Can't stop any builds, but we can stop a city from coming out this turn. So I guess we'll play this, and we're just gonna make this really rough for us. I think we're gonna pile everything in there, and just every time it ravages, we'll just lose it. We'll just lose something. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna play this. Fields choked with growth. Costs us nothing, but it has a blue and a green, which means we can defend 2, and then we can worry about cards and stuff as we get more ability to play cards. So that's what we're doing with this character. It's cost nothing, so I don't have to do anything there. This I just can pick one. And again, we have to defend this. So we're gonna put a growth here to stop that. So I think we're gonna gain a power card again because we're getting 3. Yeah, we're just gonna get a power card, I think. Gain a power card, I can do it at 0 range. So we'll drop it here. And that's gonna give us 4 energy this turn. And we're gonna get another minor power. We're looking for yellow. Oops, we're looking for yellow, gray, and green. So this has got gray and green. This is another defend card. So this is just probably good because it's just more defense. We just have all this defense, but we're gonna at some point need ways to like kill things, but I guess that a Han can keep doing that for us. This has got yellow and gray. Target spirit gains 2 energy at the end of turn. Target spirit may reclaim 1 power card instead of discarding it. If you target another spirit, you may also reclaim 1 power card instead of discard. That's pretty good. Do we have a lot of yellow? We have a little bit of yellow. Do some weird stuff with that, I think. Don't really know how to use its innate powers well though. On this turn, target spirit may repeat 1 power card with energy cost of 1 less. Stuff like this, if I get to play this again for free, both spirits would get 2 energy and get to reclaim a power card at the end of the turn. And this is part of the cost already, so I don't know. If I had a yellow, gray, green card, which I don't, I have 1 yellow, gray, green card that I could do that with this gift of consent. But yeah, I don't really know how important that is for us right now. Don't really have high energy. Anyway, one of these 2 we're gonna keep probably. This one also has gray and green, 1 fear, and adds Badlands and the thing that stops exploring, but it's a slow speed card. Badlands is not too bad when we have a lot of defend because it will let the Han attack things more. Could be interesting, but I don't really know how best to use that. I don't know where to pile it in. Starting the pile it in over here and then getting the Han to come in and defend would be really nice. And then sap, the strength of the multitudes. Another defend. This one has blue and red. Increases powers range by 1. So neither of these we're going to take. So we're down to these 2 cards. Do I want this gift of consistency or do I want this defend 6? I feel like the defend 6 is probably better for this character. Gift of consistency gets us energy. All right, we're going to do gift of consistency. We have a lot of defend right now, so I can play 2 cards. We are going to play Gift of Consistency, and this is the only thing we need to defend, so we are going to play the other defend card, which gives us a defend 4 for this spot, and that takes care of Ravage Shear's taken care of, Ravage Stairs taken care of, and we're going to be able to defend that too. So, alright. And none of this costs any money, so we're just going to get 4 money. And we have still 1 more card in our hand, and that is it for this turn. Okay, so probably going to have to reclaim next. I think we're in a good position. All fast powers are going to happen now. So first fast power that's going to happen is we're going to defend this space right here. And of course, I did it again. We're going to defend here, and we're going to defend there. So I thought the last video was a disaster. This one's also becoming a disaster too, because I just keep forgetting to zoom back out after I start reading cards. I'm gonna add a function on here that's just zoom for 30 seconds and then zoom back out. I think that's the way to do it. But right now, okay, and I apologize. Spirit Island does it, too much thinking. All right, so this fast power is taken care of. I'm just gonna do this so I can remember that I did it. This is a slow power, this is a slow power, so nothing else with this character. This has a fast power, which weirdly enough, I cannot do, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But target spirit gains 2 energy at the end of turn, may reclaim 1 power card instead of discarding it. If you target another spirit, you may also reclaim. So we're just gonna target them, give them 2 energy, why not? And then both of these characters can reclaim 1 power card instead of discarding it at the end of the turn. And this is also a fast power which defends there, so that's taken care of. All powers are taken care of, all fast powers. So, Invader phase, Blighted Island effect. Don't have a Blighted Island. Before fear is events, so we're gonna do an event. So this says, A confluence of spiritual forces gather into a unit of unformed maelstrom. Each spirit chooses destroy one presence and lose one energy. Seek to control it through it exhaustion. Choose any non-major power card of yours in hand or play or discard. Put it into play without paying its cost. Use it immediately, even if already used this turn, and then forget it. Discard all power cards from hand. Oof. This character doesn't really care about losing a presence, so we'll destroy. We can get it back. So this one, we're just gonna do that and lose the energy. Plus, it just got its whole hand of cards. And I don't think there's anything that interesting that I could do other than I can put out another presence, but then I'd have to destroy it. And I don't want to forget any powers because I want to start getting major powers. This character does not want to destroy anything though, but it could afford to. Choose any non-major power card of yours in hand, play, or discard. Put it into play without paying its cost. Use it immediately, even if I already used this turn, and forget it. Is there anything I want to get rid of? Because this guy has more cards. I could gather stuff and move to Han. Does that do anything for me this turn? Not really for this turn. For next turn, I could stop a build. Stop one build this turn, but do I really want to stop a build? For the defend card, the 2 damage. Don't really want to get rid of this. No, it has all these colors. It's so expensive. What could I do with this? So this is a do 2 damage to something. So I could this turn kill a town. Plus 3 damage. If there's no place that has 3 to Hans, I can't get the plus 3 damage. This might be worth doing so I don't have to lose a presence on the board. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I don't like it, but we're gonna cast Rituals of Destruction onto a land that has the Han and just do 2 damage, and then we're gonna get rid of this card. The hope is we'll be able to replace this with, a major power that does better damage. Don't like that it gets rid of a bunch of colors that I need, but I don't know. For some reason in my head, losing the presence is worse. So we are just simply going to target this town, generate a fear, and we're going to call that just what it is. And then I have to discard everything. So next hand, I have to reclaim all my cards with this character at least. Probably was a bad mistake. I probably should have just destroyed a presence and gained 1 energy, but I like that passive 3 defend everywhere, so we're going to try to get that everywhere on the board where we can. So that's why I didn't do that. We are going to then irregular outbreaks. These things don't prevent builds. Well, that's unfortunate because it would prevent a build here this turn, but I get a fear per board that has 1, so we're going to generate 2 fear for that. And then on each board that has 5 or more Dahan, I get to remove... Wait, on each board with 5 or more Dahan, I get to remove a blight. 1, 2, 3, 4. This board has more than 5, so we can just remove this, I guess. I don't know which one's the better one to do. We'll just get rid of this one. Alright, so that event is over with. So we did that. Now we have a fear card. Let's see what the fear card does. Each player may push up to 2 explorers from an inland land. It's a may. Sure, I'll move this guy out. And sure, I will move this guy out here because that prevents... Wait, each player may push up to 2 from an inland land. Wait, that's the coastal land. Can't do that from here, but I can do it from here, which still prevents a build. We'll put him in here. And we'll put this guy back. And we'll do it over here, so that prevents the second build. 2 builds prevented. Fear discard. Okay, so fear cards are done. So Ravage. Sand places are going to Ravage. Here, no Ravage happens. 2 damage happens, but we have 2 defend up, so that's a wash. Here, we have 3 defend. There's 4 damage happening. Nothing happens here to the Han. Well, one Dahan gets punched and the land gets punched, but no blight gets put down. But the Dahan fight back and kill all 4 explorers. They deal 4 damage. And then here, similar situation. We are defending 4 because it is a sand space. So drift down into slumber. Slumber gives defend 4. So the Dahan take no damage. The land takes no damage. But the Dahan are going to fight back, kill a town and 2 explorers. So we're going to generate 1 more fear. All right, so all the ravaging is done. We're going to build now in all of the mountains and water spaces. So if there's more towns than cities, right? More towns than cities, build a city, otherwise build a town, right? Is that how that works? Well, then has more towns than cities, add a city. More towns than cities, okay. Same number of towns and cities, so we'll add a town there, add a town here, add a city over here. This might be problematic. Add a town here, add nothing over there. Alrighty, so what happens next? We now flip over one of these and we get sand, so we're going to be exploring on all the sand spaces. And then in addition, something happens with the kingdom of Brandenburg-Prussia because it has a little castle. I got to look into what that is. So sand here, or explore here, explore here, explore here. We do not explore here because there are no towns, or it's not necessarily no town cities and not near coastal. All right. Not sure what the order is. On each board with town or city, add 1 town to a land without a town. So I just have to add a town. Oh, if I would have, this didn't build, I wouldn't even have to add a town over here, but sure. We're gonna add a town. We'll add a town into here. No, because that's gonna build. We'll add a town here. No, we'll add a town into, we want stuff to ravage. We'll add a town here because this will ravage. We can probably defend it. And that means that the Han can punch it down. And over here, though, we got a lot going on over here. So, I mean, I don't want to do it, but I think we're just going to add it over to this problem area. And we're just going to let that build up for a while until we can figure out how we can destroy it. I don't know how problematic that's going to be. I don't know if we're going to get the cards that we need for that, but this character can at least keep stuff every time it ravages to stop it from ravaging, and then I think that's a good plan. So wait, it does not have a town though, right? Crap, I just realized I have to put it somewhere where it does not have a town, so it can't go there. Well, then I guess we're gonna put them over here with this Dahan for now in a jungle area. We haven't seen any jungle cards, which is also weird, so I guess that's gonna happen sometime soon. So all right, so these cards go down. So now mountains and wetlands are ravaging, sands are building next turn. Now we do slow powers, so I can push a town. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I can still do it. I'm gonna push this town into here, just like I said I was gonna do. Or I could push three. What are those guys called? Maybe I should be pushing those Dahan out of there and getting him into here and somehow dealing with that. Do I have a high defend though? I don't have a high defend with this character. All my defend is with this, but potentially do some stuff there. Gonna ravage next turn, but we are getting cards back. Don't have a lot of stuff happening over here. Might need a little bit of defend over here. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna push these 2 Dahan over instead, and we're gonna put this back. Can always push it out on a later turn. So, all right. So that's the slow powers here, and then I can do 1 damage to something. I can't do that at all because I don't have a white card. Okay. And then I do not have to get rid of this card, and I, weirdly enough, do not have to get rid of this card, but I lost all my cards, so either way, it doesn't really do too much. Okay, so we're doing okay with time. All right, so next turn, time passes, spirit phase, so growth. To be extra safe, we are going to grow, and we have a full hand of stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do +1 presence somewhere, and we are going to get an extra play. Actually, yeah, so sorry. I had to do this in a jungle or wetlands, so let's do it in this jungle. And then I will add one with this power. We're gonna have 3 plays this turn with this character, and we get 3 energy. And then I have to figure out what cards I want to play. So let's see here. I don't have the ability to defend, but we are going to give this character some defense. So what other fast cards do we have? We can add one, or if target land has yours, your presence and invaders, 3 fear. If it's a mountain or if it's a sand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't really need that this turn. So we can just get a lot of presence out. Again, we don't have any defense, so we could push. We'll do that this turn, I think. And this gets us the ability to defend. Can we defend 4? 1, 2. No, if we get 2 blues out, we can just defend 4 there, and we can push. No, we can't push out though. That's not going to do anything. So we can get a lot of defend over there still. That's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do these 3 cards. We're just going to defend 2, get another defend 3 in there, and hope that the events don't. Okay, so these are the 3 cards we're going to play. This, we're going to have to just reclaim all our cards with this character and add a presence up to 2 spaces, and we're going to add presence over here. Some stuff over here is going to get ravaged this turn. I don't think there's much I can do with it. I think we're going to end up losing this to Han. Can somehow save him. I don't see a way of doing that. Not with the powers that we have. Because these are all slow. Maybe with this, I'll be able to do something. So let's see. So, but I took this from the wrong pot. I want to be able to play more cards. So we're going to do like, and then hopefully we can get one more out. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So right now we can play 2. That's all we can do is play 2. So you know what? Same thing as last time. I am going to do this because it's not going to let me play another one in the middle of my turn. So at most I can play 2 cards this turn. So let's see what I can do. I can just defend 1, and that takes care of this. And then this defend 2 and defend 3 will take care of all that. So where can I play my defend 4? Only in sands. So sands or jungles, and neither of those are ravaging this turn, so this is not that helpful. But I can defend 4 here. Does that do anything? No, that's gonna be taken care of by that. Defend 4, not help me do anything. Okay. Invaders skip all actions in target land this turn, though. Could play. Or I could potentially, once per turn, target spirit may repeat 1 power card with energy cost of 1 or less. Is that possible to be done this turn? Not with the cards that I have. So I think this is going to ravage and we're going to lose this guy. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, fortunately. Because I don't have the distance. Unless instead of putting that here, I could put this here. What's that do for me? So I still need to defend up here. But how much do I need to defend here? I only need to defend... Oh, wait, okay. No. I can defend 2 with this power here. So here, let me map this out. I can defend 2 here, and if I get a totem here, I'll have 3, and then I can defend 4, and that will defend that whole area. So this will be defended, this will be defended. We'll sacrifice to stop this. This one we can't do anything about. This one's just gonna get blighted. And then this is defended, nothing. Oh wait, we want to defend this one too. Oh yeah, we only need to defend 1. That's why we're playing this. If we defend 1, then that will stop the Dahan from dying. That will stop that from getting blighted. So yeah, so assuming the event cards don't mess with us, that's what we're gonna do. So there we go. I think I've solved my problem. So this is gonna cost. Well, first we gotta get our energy 6. We're gonna give ourselves 2 3s, and I hope I gave myself the energy for this. I'm assuming I did. But if not, then I'll have less energy. This is going to cost 3. All my powers are assigned. Let us start our turn. Fast powers. Target spirit may add 1 from their pool. So we are going to add that there. So that takes care of this. I can add 1, or I could get fear. And I think we'll just add 1. Where's a good place to start adding this? You know what? I could put this here. And that will stop that from... No, it's only when I have 2 though. I don't have 2 there. That's the problem there. So I mean, I guess we can just start looking ahead, right? Where might we want these? I mean, I guess we'll put it in here anyway, right? Doesn't do anything for us this turn, but since we're gonna hopefully be stopping that from ravaging, then no, well, let's play it safe. Let's get it out. Let's get it out in with this guy. Start working our way over there. This way we can help each other. Then, so that's taken care of. That's taken care of. 2 here is a fast power. 1 away. Okay. Then this is slow and this is slow. This guy, everything here is fast. I can remove a blight and defend 4, and we're going to do that right where we're sitting. There's no blight in there though. And I can defend 1, and we're going to do that. Boom and boom. And this we can't do because we don't have yellow. Okay, so that's all the powers. Invader phase. Blighted Island effect, we do not do. Fear effects, well, we do the events phase first. Read this. On each board during the first successful ravage action on one land, this invader phase increase the total damage ravaging invaders deal to each land, but not to Dahan, by the current invader stage. Do this for at most 1 ravage action per board for 1 ravage action in 1 land. So what is a success? During the first successful ravage action by the current invader stage. So we're at what, 2? This is the invader stage, I'm assuming. Each land. What is a successful ravage action? I have to look up what that means. So my understanding is this is probably gonna mess with me a little bit. So a successful ravage is just something that's ravaging. So probably gonna end up taking blight then somewhere. I just don't know where. And it's on each board. So, all right, we have a lot of stuff ravaging. So we'll worry about that. We'll worry about the effects of that. Let's see what the rest of this card says. On each board, isolate a land with a beast. 1 fear if invaders are present. So isolate is this. And we get a fear for that, which is going to give us a fear card. So that's good. On each board with 5 so that's the only place we have a beast. Okay. On each board with 5 or more Dahan, add 1 Dahan to the land with the most. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I like adding Dahan. So on this board, I get to choose, and I'm going to add a Dahan here. So basically, I just have to worry about this devastation. Basically, the first place that ravages on each board gets +2 to the, which is going to mean that potentially I might get screwed and have to take a blight somewhere, but I don't know how bad that's going to be. And I believe I get to choose the order of how things fight. If it's like a number order, then I'd have a problem, but I get to choose. So let's do all the ravaging first. Well, actually no. So we did the event card. This is going to stay out. We'll deal with this when stuff starts ravaging. First, we do fear, and we just got a fear card, so let's do that next. Each player removes 1 explorer or 1 town from a land that has a spirit totem. So that's interesting. So stuff is building this turn, so we can prevent some builds. So if we do this, we prevent a build. Can we prevent another build? No, I don't think we can. So what do we want to do, or where do we want to do it? I guess since this board is like, we've taken good care of this board, let's get rid of this town. We'll just have all the bad stuff happen over here. But we do get a fear from that, or a fear token from that. Wait, actually that's just removes. So no, we don't get a fear token from removes. All right, so fear is done. Now we ravage. So the first place that ravages is going to do 2 extra damage to the land. So on this board, I think we're just going to choose this mountain to ravage first, because if it does 2 extra damage, nothing extra happens. It's just going to get blight, and then everything else is going to happen with normal stuff. So this is going to ravage. It does 3 damage, but we're defending for 2. So the Dahan takes the damage, the land takes the damage, the Dahan's going to fight back. It's going to destroy a town. We're going to a fear token. This is going to ravage, and we're just going to stop it by destroying a token. This is going to ravage, but we have 3 + 4 defense here, and this is only 6 damage stuff happening. And we have, so nothing's going to take any damage. None of the Dahan are going to take damage, but the Dahan are going to fight back, and they're going to do 6 points of damage. So we're going to get 3 more fear from all that. 1, 2, 3. So this we took care of, this we took care of, this we took care of, this we took care of. This ravages, but it only has an explorer, and this has 3 defense, so we don't have to worry about that. No ravage. This ravages, but we have 2 defense here from this. I'm going to start removing all these defense tokens. So nothing happens. The Dahan don't take any damage, but the Dahan are going to fight back and kill the town. So this board is like almost fully empty, which is nice. And nothing else ravages. Again, that's assuming I haven't made mistakes. Maybe I like forgot to explore or something. I don't know. It feels like that side should not be so clear. So that's all the ravages. Now we're going to build. Not building here, not building here. So we're going to build here and here. This is going to get a town, and this is going to get a city. And that's all the builds. And then now we're going to explore. So mountains we're going to explore. Nothing comes here because there's no town or city. Nothing comes here because there's no town or city. So this gets no explorers. This gets an explorer, and this is going to get an explorer. But we do have to add a town on every board that has at least a town or a city. Now, this board has no towns or cities, so I don't have to add a town over there. So I just have to add a town somewhere over here where there is not a town. And I guess we know mountains are going to start building and retaliating, so we're going to prep to like defend that area again. And that's everything. All right, so now we do slow powers. I can push the Han, or I can move a city, and I think I'm going to push the Han of this space right here into this land. I'm not sure how smart that is though, because I'm not sure. I should be able to defend there, and maybe we can wipe some of that out with the Dahan. And then I could deal a damage to something, but again, that doesn't really matter this turn. Actually, it does matter because I can do it twice, because I have 2 whites and 3, 4, 5 greens. So I can deal a damage to a town or a city, and then I can do that again. Problem is I have to do that at range 0. So I can only do it for there. And I don't know if I played that right before too. I feel like I did that maybe with range before. Yeah, so I guess we'll just do this, right? Because no, mountains are building. Yeah, but this, if I do it here, this is a little bit easier to defend, and the Han will still wipe it up, so yeah. And we will get fear generated, and we're a couple of fear tokens away from getting to the next terror level, so that's good. And we don't have any slow powers over here, so that is it. That's it for our turn. All these cards go to our discards. These are our hands, and we are at a new turn. Okay, growth. I can always put a presence out on a jungle or a wetland, so we're going to do that for, oh, and we're slide these down. So we're building on sands next turn. We got mountains. No, we're building on mountains and we're ravaging on sand. So we're going to take and immediately put it onto this spot. So we always have 2 there to prevent that from becoming disastrous. And then what do I want to do? Do I want to start getting a minor power? Maybe I just collect everything. And yeah, I'm just going to collect everything and gain another power. And do I want to go for a major power? No, well, we're going to do 1 more minor power. We're going to slow play it. We're going to do 1, 2. Probably should be going for a major power, but yeah. Oh, target spirit gains a minor power and it's colors that we want. So probably going to grab that. But let's see. Yeah, it's just what we're going to do. We can give minor powers to this guy so he can go for major powers. So perfect. So we're definitely playing that this turn. So where we got to worry about sand ravages. We got to worry about this, and that is it. So, all right. So we gained a power card. We reclaimed our cards. Let's give ourselves our energy first so we don't forget, and then let's figure out what we want to play here. So we're going to give a target spirit a minor power. We're going to do target spirit adds a presence, and we're going to add our last presence, I think. Actually, we don't even need to do that. Target land has your stuff. We can deal 2 damage. So if we just play this, we can also just clear this up, and we have enough for 4. We can defend 4 here, and then we can also just clear this up. We don't have to rely on anybody for that space because we have 2 blues, a bunch of greens. So we're gonna aim to defend there. This event card is over with. This Ravage is the only one that we can't deal with, but we can let this guy deal with that, and then we can get more stuff out this turn. And this is fast, so that's what we're gonna do. Perfect. This character is also just going to reclaim, and they are simply going to put a presence out, and they're gonna put it, I'm not zoomed out. So this character right here, everything I said, they're gonna be able to basically defend and kill everything here with just these cards and their innate powers. And then this character is just putting a presence out onto this sand space because it's gonna ravage, and we're gonna get some defense out there this turn. And this character is gonna get a minor card power this turn, so that next turn we can start getting major powers out. That's the plan. So this turn we're gonna do target spirit gains 2 energy. We're not even gonna look and see. We are going to try and gather 2 Dahan, so we can get the Dahan to take these guys out this turn. And then we can also have invaders skip actions, maybe? We can stop another build. What does that icon do? That stops a build? Prevents the next build. Okay, so this is good. This is just not gonna build automatically. Oh wait, this is a problem though. If we gather the Han out, the next turn we can't stop. So we can stop this build. This is not gonna build, this is not gonna build. So we don't even have to do anything. So we don't have to have anything skip. Don't need to do anything with our cards, so we're just gonna do nothing. We're gonna see what minor power we get, I guess. We can do that. But I don't see anything useful to do with these cards that we have right now. So we have most of the ravaging under control. Alright, so we gotta pay for everything, and this guy gets 6 again. And has to pay for this one. And I don't even think we're gonna do this turn, so. Actually, you know what? We might gather all the Dahan into there. That actually might still be what we do. That might be the play. So step 1 is this is going to target a spirit, and it's going to add a presence to the board, and we're going to add another one of these, and we're just going to get the 4th play, and that means we immediately have defend 3 in that space. So that is all defended up. We don't have to worry about doing anything there. This is a slow power, and this is a slow power, so we'll wait until that goes off. We do have a defend 4, which is going to go here, and that's a fast power. And then this is a fast power. We're going to target this spirit to give them, and then both of these spirits can reclaim 1 card at the end of the turn. And this is slow, and this fast power we can't do. Okay, so next is Bladed Island. Nothing happens. Event. So event is where things could potentially go bad. So we are in Terra level 1 on each board in a land that has exactly one that has or is adjacent to a city. Replace that Dahan with a town. So that only happens in 1 place. So this single Dahan that we've been trying to save the whole time gets turned into a city, unfortunately, or into a town. Not that big of a deal at the moment. Beast attack. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any token that destroys. We don't have any beasts on the board. On each board, choose a land with at least 2 Dahan and at least 2 cities. And on each board, choose a land that has 2 Dahan and at least 2 towns and cities. Each Dahan destroys 1 town or city. Do I have to do this? I think I have to do this, right? There's really no great place for that, so I guess we'll just do this one. But if it gets a blight, does that mean I lose? I don't think I lose my presence there, right? It just gets a blight, right? Pretty sure that's how that works. Someone can correct me, but reckless offensive, if I was to get a blight from that, it would seem crazy that I would lose my presence on the board. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just do it with this one. We can do other interesting things with our cards. This city goes away, and we get 2 fear, so we get a fear card. We're now at terror level 2, so now we just have to destroy all cities and towns on the board and we win. But we do have to put a blight out. And I'm pretty sure I don't lose these presents there for this. But if somebody thinks I do, you can let me know if that's how that works. All right, that's the events. Now fear, we generated a fear card, so we are going to read that on each board. We add a fist to a town or a city in a land that not matching a ravage card. So I guess this one, stop that from attacking. And that's it. Actually, we're in fear 2. Each invader takes 1 damage. Fist that has, well, that doesn't really do much. Could do something. We might be able to get rid of this city. So this takes 1 damage. We don't have anything on this board that we can do that with. Okay. All right, so that's the ravage. Let's build now. We're gonna build on all the mountain spaces. Wait, no, we didn't ravage at all. That was just the cards. That was the events and the fear. So now we ravage. All right, so ravage here gets stopped because we have 3 defense and this is 3 damage. Ravage here gets stopped because we have the shield up, but this is the only guy that's left, so he's just gonna get punched by the Dahan. No ravage, no ravage. All right, next is, so we're gonna be building a city back up here on this space. We're gonna be building if there's more towns than cities, we build a city. So there's not, so we're gonna build a town. We don't build and we don't build. Then we are going to explore. All right, we're exploring on jungles. So this does not get an explore because it has a tail. This does get an explore. This does get an explore because it's near the coast. And this does not get an explorer because there's no place for it to explore there. But we do have to put out towns on each board that has a town or city. Add a town to a land without. So the only land on this board without a town currently is this or the sands. So let's put it here since we know stuff is going to happen there at some point. So that is all of that. Let's slide these down. We're going to do slow powers now. So what slow powers we have left? Okay, minor power to big guy over here. And he wants yellow, gray, and green. Looking for some damage if possible, but yellow, gray, and green. Yes, it's got yellow and green. And we want fast powers. 1 damage or defend 4. Sure, we'll just grab this. It has yellow. No, we're gonna grab this one because it has yellow, but we're probably just gonna use that to get a major power next. And then if target land has your presence, add 1 fear and 1 damage. If target land is sand or it is wetlands, do an extra damage. So we were gonna do this, but we already cleared all that off. So I think we're just going to start clearing stuff off this space with this card. So target land has your presence, yes. Get 1 fear and do 1 damage. And if it's a wetland, do an extra damage. That's 2 damage. Plus, I can do 2 more damage to either towns or cities. Because I have all this green. I can actually do 3 damage, 3 more damage. So with this, I can do 2 and get rid of a town. And then I can do this low power, which is deal damage, repeat this power again. So I can get rid of a town and a city, which just generates another 3 fear. And yeah, that's all my powers for this character. So these, and then I get to keep 1, and I think we'll just keep a gift of power this turn. Probably gonna have to reclaim my cards. All right, we did gift of consistency. So what can we do? We only have this slow power left. Gather up to 2 explorers, gather up to 2 Dahan. It all has to be the same land. I may have misplayed that earlier too. I always do that as well. But so we want to, mountains are ravaging next turn. So we want to get the Dahan into here, but this character can't gather into there. So I guess the best we can do is start gathering stuff into this sand space. So we're going to gather here, try to get these Dahan to get on this side of the board. Paid for, done. These all go to discard. These cards we haven't used yet. We're getting there. I think we're going to win soon. We have a couple more fear cards to get to the next terror level. I think we're gonna get there. All right, so this turn, I can put my last presence out somewhere onto the, well, first I gotta decide, I have to put it somewhere, either jungle or wetlands. I think we're gonna put it into this wetlands. Oh wait, this is still here. Did I forget to take that off the board? Yeah, actually, so this actually would have killed this town because of this event, beast attack. I didn't see this beast here. So this beast token goes away. We would get another fear token. So I don't have to worry about that jungle space anymore. All right, so yeah, we're gonna put this out here. And I think we are going to reclaim our cards and gain a power card. That's what we're going to do. So we're gonna gain a minor power card again. Wait, we want to get a minor power card. Where's this? This character has 2 minor power cards. We like these minor power. We like this one. We like this one. So we will get 1 more minor power card for this character. And then this character is going to start getting major power cards soon. We like white and green. So target spirit gets +2 range with all their powers. That could be good, weirdly enough. So we're going to take that even though it doesn't have good colors, just because that could give us some flexibility with this guy if we need it. His problem right now is he can't target over here, and we might need help with this spot. So let's see what happens. Why do I feel like I forgot to build or something? Oh, I didn't forget to build, but I do forget to do these all the time. This would have prevented this build. This goes away, and that goes away. I always forget to do those too. All right. So they have all their cards. They're getting 3 more coins this turn. I assume I gave them 2 coins because of that card. We basically want to just get a lot of this power and a defend 4. So we need a lot of blues and greens. We need 2 blues. So we know that if it's a mountain or if it's a sand, 1 damage to each. So we are going to do that this turn. That's a blue and a green. It is a slow, but we only need to defend 4 here. So spirit gets a minor power. Target spirit gets to add 1. Let's just do that because we can start forgetting this soon. This will be the card we forget, I think. Or actually, we might get this out ourselves. And then target spirit gets +2 with all powers. Let's just get all this out. So blue, blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. And do we have a gray in any of this? We do. So we get all of this. And we also get all of, no, we're missing a yellow, a gray for this one. So maybe we'll do this one. We'll do this one again. Gray, gray, gray. So we get all of our innate powers at the cost of 2. Now this guy's going to put something out, and he's just going to put it out. So mountains are, oh yeah, so we can get this all defended anyway. So we're going to drop his here. And then, actually, can we do that? No. If we gain a power card is what we want to do this turn. It has to be in a 0 spot. So we're going to do this right here. We want him to get a major power. Looking for major power. All right, let's see. Oh, anything with damage. Invaders skip all actions and target land. A whole lot of stuff. During the rest of this turn, I think this one's just probably the easiest to use. 3 fear during the rest of this turn. 1 damage in target land for each city, Catan, or this. So this gets a lot of damage. Probably get this one. Yeah, we're just gonna take, and I have to get rid of a minor power to do that. Or I have to get rid of a power to do that, and I feel like I had a good option for that. Which one was that? We now have an extra way to do some damage. Not that great of a card though. All right, so we can play 4 cards over here, and we're gonna get 7. 1, 2, 3. I feel like at this point, there's no way we're gonna lose, but we're just gonna play this and see if we can maybe get this to generate a lot of fear. But we need, so we have the yellow, we have the gray, we need 2 green and a gray. 2 greens and 2 grays. 2 greens, 2 grays. This. Mostly playing these cards for their colors now, just so that we can repeat this card twice and maybe do a lot of damage. During the rest of this turn, 1 damage in target land for each. I don't understand how that works. During the rest of this turn, 1 damage in target land for each city, town, or Dahan destroyed there. So maybe this doesn't do... Maybe this doesn't do what I think it does. Or maybe if every time you kill something, it adds another damage? Not really sure how that works. But I mostly want to play it for the fear anyway. We're going to try to get through this fear deck so we can just make killing stuff easier. So that's all the cards played, got all the energy, all the stuff went out. So what is next? Next is turns, so fast power. So this is a fast power. Target spirits add up to 1 from their board, and sure, we'll start adding these back on in case we need it. Target ourselves. Perfect. Actually, no, we can't do that. That can only happen from the growth, so it has to be this guy. So we're gonna have him put it out here, I guess. Actually, no, it can be up to 1, so we'll do it over here in the jungle. So all his presence is on the board now. Okay, that's fast. We can defend. We can do everything on here. So we can defend 4 and remove a blight. So we're gonna do that in this spot right here. And that's 1 space away from here, so that's good. So that's fast, that's fast. That's all the fast powers that we can do. We have all the colors to do that. Blue, 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 green, 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 and gray right there. Perfect. Now, fast, fast, fast. So what else is ravaging? That's also ravaging. So we are going to defend 4. We already have a defend 3 plus 4. That's going to take care of that whole space over there. Target spirit gains 2 energy. We'll give 2 energy to... And we both get to retain a card at the end of the turn if we want to. I still don't know how this card works. During the rest of this turn, 1 damage in target land for each thing that's destroyed there, but nothing's been destroyed there yet. If I had 3 red, then the damage may be dealt into other lands. So I'm just going to... I'm gonna look that up now. All right, so I think if I understand this, I'm gonna target this space. 3 fear, cost 3. And then since I can repeat a card, cost 2, I can do it again. So I'm generating 6 fear. So let's do that first. 1, 2, 3, we get a fear card. And then another fear, another 3 fear. And that should mean every time if I kill off this, I'll be able to do an extra damage. If I kill off this, I can do an extra damage. I think that's what that means. So we're gonna see if we can make use of that. This we already targeted. I think we said this character, we already did the defend. This is fast, we already did that. So that's all the fast cards. All right, so Blighted Island effects, nothing, event. This is where things can get tricky. Let's see. We are in Fear Terror level 2. When ravaging lands with the Han, each individual invader does -1 damage to the land and +1 damage to the Han. So it's not good, but I don't know how that works with defend. Like, is that only if they deal damage? I feel like I read something that would only happen if the Dahan. I feel like I was reading something for a different power the other day. So Xenophobia, I'm not 100% sure. I might misplay this, but we'll see when it happens during the Ravage phase. I don't think it'll change the outcome of the game either way, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I have to look and see how that works. There's no beasts on the board. At their gates, 2 fear per land with the Han and cities. So we get 2 fear, and that's it. That's it from that. So we'll put this out. We'll see if I play that correctly, but we'll talk about it when it's time. All right, I have a fear card now. Fear, defend 2 in all lands with at least a presence, and then each spirit gains 1 energy per totem they have in lands with invaders. Okay, so he's gonna get 2, 3 energy. So he just has a billion energy, and this character is gonna get 1, 2, 3 energy as well. So basically I just have to remember there's 2 defend in basically, you know, all the lands I'm already in. So that might counter the thing that happens with that anyway. So we'll see what happens. All right. Ravage happens now. We did fear, Ravage. Ravage is mountains. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And it says in Xenophobia, when ravaging lands with the Han, each individual invader does -1 damage to the land. So it would be doing 3 damage to the land, but +1 damage to the Han, which would be... So I don't know if I have 7 defend up here right now. So I defended with this, right? Or did I defend with 4 defend from this? Oh wait, I think I used the wrong tokens. I have 4 defend from this, and it's 4 in both of them, but one's from one character and one's from the other. So the part that I don't know is that the damage only kicks in after the defend. I feel like it's only after the defend. Since I have +2 defend anyway, it doesn't matter because I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the Han are not going to take any damage. The land takes no damage. This all dies from the Dahan, which is going to give us another fear points, which gives us another fear card. We're 1 more card away from changing the terror level. This is going to ravage. This does nothing because it has a fist, so it's just 4 points. There's no Dahan here. We're defending 4, so nothing happens there. Nothing. So that's all the ravaging. Now we build. This is going to get a city, and that's all that happens on the build phase. Then we're going to explore. All coastal lands are going to get stuff, right? So a lot of stuff's going to come in. All right, so this is all getting stuff now. So this could get a little wonky. Fortunately, all this work we've done to keep this island clean. All right, so these are all going to slide down. All right, now we're going to do our slow powers. So I still have this. I can give somebody a minor power. We'll give this character a minor power this time. And we're just simply going to find something with colors. I don't really care what it does, I don't think. This gives yellow, which is not bad. And this gives some damage, so we'll just take this for now, and probably just going to use it to get major powers. That's if we even need to. But yeah, that's just available as a card next turn. So this is taken care of. All right, so I can do damage, and all this I can do as damage. So we have a lot of damage that we can do. 1 damage to towns or cities, and then it's a mountain, 1 damage to everything. So this is going to take a damage, and this is going to take it just from this 1 card. And then I have this stuff right here, which I can use right now, but it's range 0. So we're gonna use that to take care of this city right here. There's just 3 damage. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just kill everything in here because we can. So that's gonna give us 2 fear. Trying to get through this fear deck as fast as possible. And that's really what we're trying to do now. So we get 2 fear from that. And then if I target a sand or a wetlands that has our stuff, then I can do 2 more damage. Wait, that's right. I forgot about this power though. All right, no, we're gonna not. Oh yeah. Am I doing any more damage from something? Yeah. So this one I messed up. I should have, instead of targeting this, I should have targeted this, because I could have done 1 extra damage. That's the only difference. Because of this power. Just do an extra damage. Doesn't really change anything. And then if target land has yours, and it's a wetland or a sand, I can do an extra damage. So we can just kill another town right here from this wetland. And we'll get 1 more fear. And that's all the damage for this turn. All these cards go into this card. I get to keep 1, but I think I'm just going to reclaim my cards and gain a power. And this is the one we're going to trade in, I believe. Actually, we'll keep this because it does damage. No, we're going to... all the slow powers are done. Now, actually, I can gather up to 2, but I don't know how I want to deal with this right now, so we're just not going to do it. All right, we're trying to end this game. That's what we're trying to do. So this is all going to come back up. I have to worry about jungles ravaging this turn, and we're going to see if we can just kill off these things. We just don't have a lot of damage right now. That's really what the issue is. All right, so this character is going to put this out and reclaim their cards. They're going to gain a major power. We're just hoping for damage. That's all we're hoping for. 2 fear and pushing, and if we have 4 moons, we can get a lot of fear, so maybe we'll keep that, because that's also got a moon on it. Destroy all things, but have to destroy all the Han. We don't like that much. This is just fear and damage. You know what? We're going to take this, even though this one seems like it's a better... 4 whites. 1, 2, 3. I do have 4 whites. I mean, we can just generate a billion fear. Keep doing what we're doing, and once we get to the next sphere card anyway, then we're pretty much gonna win, because then we just have to kill this. So you know what, I'll go with this card. And then this guy is going to reclaim all their cards. So reclaim, can't add a presence. So another 3, and then another 8. So we're gonna basically do the same thing with this guy. We're just gonna get a lot of fear. We're gonna do that with this card. And then what do we need again? We need a yellow. So this, we need a green. So we'll do a defend, and then the other defend. Green, green, gray, gray, gray. We don't have the extra yellow. We don't have a card that has yellow and green, so we can't do it twice, but we can get another 6 fear out this turn. And then this character is just going to go all out damage, I think, this turn now. So have to make sure that we can do all of this and the defend. So damage, this new fear card. Okay, it's just these 2 cards are the damage cards. Did I get rid of a damage card? I thought I had one more damage. This one, so what do I need? I need four whites, so they all have to be white cards. So this one and this one, I think that's just how we're gonna do it. They all have to be white, so yeah. White, 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 all the greens, green, 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 4 greens, and then we get 2 blues. So the only power we don't get this time is this bottom line. And we got our major power card, that was this one. We reclaimed, we did all that, we got all our cards back. So now we're gonna play our fast phase. So first is, so we gotta pay for everything. This is gonna cost 4. If we have 4 whites, we're gonna get 6 fear right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we get another fear card, which puts us at terror level 3. I don't know why this is here. All right, so now all we have to do is kill this turn. And I think we're going to be able to do that. So that was a fast power. I'm not even going to use this fast power. We're just putting it out for the colors. So what do we need to do? We just need to stop this from ravaging. That's easy to do. I have the ability to defend 4 there. So we are going to defend not ravaging. Ravaging doesn't do anything. Not ravaging. Build, 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 build. So the only thing that's going to happen is the build, which is going to add another city to the board. So can we stop that? I probably wanted to stop that from happening. Can I do that? I could do invaders skip all actions this turn instead of this one. Same thing. So we can stop this city from coming out. This would be a town and a town. No, wait, it's coastal lands. What am I talking about? Stop the city from happening here, but we don't have the range. Could we have played the card that gives spirits 2+ range with all their powers and still did everything we want to do? No, because this doesn't have a white. All right, so probably have to do a full another turn, but let's see. This is going to cost 3. This is going to cost 3. This is going to cost 3. Watch me like make a mistake here by doing it this way, but all right, this is what we're doing. All right, so what can we do? We have to stop builds if possible. Oh wait, yeah. I can stop this from building a city. This is going to build a town. This is going to build a town. There's more towns than cities, so this is going to build a town. This is going to build a town. This is going to build a town. Okay, so I think we're good. So we're going to put this here. Invaders skip all actions and target land this turn, so they're not going to build there. So they're not going to build a city. I guess I'll target this land because we know we're going to attack there this turn. And we're just going to generate 3 fear. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're doing that with this power. We have all the colors to do it. So we can target or repeat 1 power card. Energy costs 1 less, so it costs 5. So we get 6 fear. If we kill anything, it will do a bunch of extra damage. We'll kill stuff there. We did this. We did this. Defend. Do we need to defend anywhere else? We don't. If I need to, I'll put it onto the board, but I don't, and I have both my defends out. So we can defend everywhere. It's just not going to matter, I don't think. But sure, we'll just put all the defends here because it's the only place that's mattering, right? So that's not going to, I guess we'll throw a defend over here just in case. All right, so we'll see what the event is first. This is the part of Spirit Island I don't like, because I feel like I'm just pushing through the motions to end the game now. Like, I know I can't lose, but I have to win. So anyway, on each board, Add one town to a coastal land adjacent to a coastal town. Okay, well, could change things up a little bit, but probably not. Add a town here, and we'll just make sure. Oh, actually, it is gonna change stuff up because now we're gonna end up building a city. So put it there for now. Unfortunate. No, we'll put it over here because we've got 2 Dahan in there, and they can explorers. We don't have any beasts, and then add 1 Dahan to a land with Dahan, and no. Okay, so we can add an extra Dahan to the board. So we're gonna add a Dahan over here. It has to go into a land that has Dahan. All right. Let's see if these fear cards can save us. Terror level 3. Each player adds a fist to an invader. For the rest of this turn, invaders have -1 health per fist. Okay. Yes. We'll add it here. And then guess we'll add it over here. Doesn't really matter. And then destroy all explorers and lands with towns and cities. Each city destroys 1 town in its land. Destroy all explorers and lands with towns and cities. That seems like a lot. Destroy all explorers and lands with towns or cities. Okay, so you go away. You go away. I mean, this is, I don't know, this is a lot. It doesn't seem right. I'm gonna zoom in on this card so you can see if I'm reading this correctly. You're in Terror level 3. Destroy all explorers and lands with a town or a city. Each city destroys 1 town in its land. So I don't know what's happening with this card. Again, I don't think it speeds the game up for us, but I don't know. This just seems like a lot goes away for no real reason. And then this is gonna go away. I get a fear for that, which means I get another fear card. All right, well, I don't know. Not familiar enough with these to know. Jungle's Ravage. This is good at Ravage. It does nothing because shielded there. This is good at Ravage. Does nothing because I'm shielded there, and it's only an Explorer. Coastal lands are all going to build though, which is going to make this game go another round. So this is going to get a town. This is going to get a town. And here's where it gets longer. This is going to get a city, and then this is going to get a city. Actually, no, nothing happens here. We played that to do that. So this is going to get a town, and then I forgot about this. This is going to get a city. Okay. Game keeps going because I don't have enough to kill. But let's see what we can do. A bunch of slow powers now. Gets a minor power. Did we do that already? I don't think so. We're just gonna see. Does anything give damage? If not, Drought seems to do a lot of damage. So we'll give this character that, but we're probably just gonna try to turn it into a major power that has damage. So that's taken care of. If target land has your presence, deal 1 fear. Wait, doesn't everything have like 1 less health? Yeah. So this has 1 less health right now. So it'd be easier to kill at least. Target land has yours. Deal 1 fear and 1 damage. If it's a sand or wetlands, deal 1 damage. So what do we want to... Oh wait, we gotta explore now too. We forgot to explore. Maybe I'm gonna lose. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the ability. I mean, I'll win through fear. This is gonna get an explorer. This is gonna get an explorer. This is gonna get an explorer, but this will not. This will get an explorer. This will get an explorer. Now these all slide down. Now we can do all our slow stuff. Target land has 1 of yours, and it's a sand or wetlands. I can deal extra damage. So where does that help us? Guess it helps us here. So we're gonna build. We'll take out a town with that, and we'll get 2 fear. Nothing, nothing. Here, I can... Nope, this is also range 0. Range 0 here, I can take out... I can do that with this power. So I have 3 moons, and I have 4 greens. So I can deal damage, deal damage, deal damage. If I would have put this here, I would kill that town too. But I keep targeting the wrong thing. I don't know why. I keep thinking I'm gonna be able to kill this, and then I keep getting the range. Nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing. This does nothing. This I just got. No slow powers. Nothing. Okay, so that's it. All right. All that work, and still can't win. We can reliably get like 12 fear per turn right now, and there's only 2 fear cards left, so we might just get a fear victory very soon. 2 more turns of that though. I was hoping to have this game end sooner, but I think we're just going to reclaim all our cards for this character, and we will put this out. I gain we'll do a major power, get rid of something. Hopefully something that has damage. No. Okay, this one does damage. Tsunami. Speed slow. Target land has to be coastal. That's good. So we're just gonna take this because we can. So it's the only one that we got that gives damage. And let's figure out what we can get rid of. I think we will just get rid of. We want to keep all the ones with white. So let's just keep white, 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 white. So we are gonna get rid of target spirits. We're gonna get rid of this one. This does nothing for us. So this goes. Actually, it had a blue, but it's fine. We're not gonna use it. So we're gonna get 3 energy. Now, if I want to do this, I probably can. Probably just wipe out everything on the coast, but I'd have to kill a lot of Dahan. Do I want to kill Dahan? We'll see, but we can definitely kill this turn with this. So if I play this, it's cost 6. Then what else do I want to do? Can get at least 2. Can't get 4 white if I do that though, but it's fine. We'll just do this. I need the greens though, so I need to play this one. We'll do this one. 7. I don't even have enough for all this. This is literally all my energy, so that's not looking good, but let's just double check if this is even what I wanted. I have 1, 2, 3 green, so I don't even have 4 green with this. All right, maybe we don't try to do terrifying nightmares this turn. Maybe we just keep it simple. Do this just for the colors. Green, 1, 2, 3, 4 green. I have the moon, so I can do all this. All right, this is what we're gonna do. And then this character is also going to, do we even care? We have these 3 cards. We got a drought, so we can destroy some stuff. We have these 3 cards. Maybe we can get a major power this turn. So let's double check the board real quick to make sure I'm not forgetting it. Coastal lands are gonna ravage. I could stop this. This will blight, but we can also probably stop that. I'll have defense for this. This already has 3 defense there. This will blight, and this will also blight. All right, so maybe this is not the turn to do that. Maybe I just defend. Maybe I reclaim my cards this turn with this guy. What am I doing wrong? Okay. So we're just gonna do more fear. And the Dahan will take care of that one this turn. So what's building? This is gonna get a city if we don't stop it. Do we have a way of stopping that? We need fast damage, really, or others. Alright, we'll do this. 3, 6, 7, and we get 8. Wait, we can do an invader skip all action target land this turn. Alright, so let's think about this. Looked at all the ravages, but building, this is gonna build. Yeah, this is just gonna build a city back up. Well, actually, no, this is gonna build a town. We stop this from building, this is gonna build a city then. But we can stop that. This is gonna build a town. We can stop all the builds by just sacrificing. Alright, let's think about this. We sacrifice here to stop a build, sacrifice here to stop a build. We might just have to ravage and lose the other piece. This will build there's more towns than cities, so this will build a town. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong spaces, darn it. This we can stop from building, this we can stop from building. This will build a city. This is what's gonna kill us again. Stop it, preventing us from winning this turn. How much? I have just 2 fear cards. All right, we're just gonna do a fear victory. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing and defending where we can. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. No way that I'm gonna be able to kill this stuff with this damage. This is very frustrating. We've chosen our cards. Let's pay everything. Did I give myself the 8? I hope I did. I don't think I did. 3, 6, 9. I don't think I did. No, 3, 6. Again, if I just cheated, let me know, but pretty sure I should have all this energy. This character is going to go first. Only fast power they have is this one. Target land has blight and invaders, gain 3 fear. So sure, we'll target this one. It has presence and invaders, gain 3 fear. So 1, 2, 3 fear. Perfect. Slow, slow, slow. Defend 4 somewhere. We will just defend 4 here so we don't lose any Dahan. Done. Well, actually, no. Yeah, coastlands. So we'll defend there. Perfect. And if I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't have 5 green. I can't remove that blight. Okay. All the fast. Fast over here. I don't know what to target. I will target. Doesn't matter what I target. I'll target in here just in case. And I'll target over here in case. Can I even do that now? Yeah, I can. So we're gonna pay an additional 2. Do I have the stuff I need? I don't have a yellow. I do have a yellow, gray, gray, green, green. So we're gonna pay an additional 2. We're gonna generate 6 fear. 1. Actually, I could do this card. Invaders skip all actions and target land twice. Did I give myself a fear card? If I target here for that build, then town, we can stop this here with this. Okay, we're gonna do that because I think we can just win. Yeah, we're gonna do that and hope I don't make a mistake. Let's give ourselves back. And we'll put the 2 on here. And we're gonna stop this and we're gonna stop that from building. And then we are going to just defend in a bunch of places. Where can we defend? Coastal places are attacking. So we'll defend here, I guess. I don't have the right tokens anymore for defending. They're all on the board, I think. So this is supposed to be this. This is supposed to be. So we'll defend 4 there. And we're gonna defend. Oh, we have to defend over here. My last defend. I don't have a defend. Alright, so we're going to use this as a defend. Maybe this is a defend? Yeah. So we have to defend over there because we need to keep the Dahan alive. So that's the defend 4. This has to be on a sand or a... We can just do it like this. We can move this defend over here and then defend 4 like that. Perfect. So defend, defend, skip all actions, play it again. 3 fear for that. All the fasts are done. Now we got to do an event, see how this event messes us up. Explore actions, add +1 explore to lands. Okay, we're worried about that when we explore. We get to add some paw prints on lands without stuff, so we'll add 1 here and we'll just add 1 there. On each board, gather 1 or 2 Dahan into a land without Dahan setup symbols. Do I have to do this? Okay, we'll do 2 here. And we'll do 2 here and just hope that this... Alright, so I have to do that Explorer. You have 1 fear card, 1 fear per board with both invaders and Dahan. Lands with Dahan have defend 3. Invaders do -6 damage to Dahan per land during Ravage. Isolate all lands with Dahan. There's a lot going on. So 1 fear per board with both invaders and Dahan. So that's everything. So everything else we'll worry about now because we have to Ravage and Dahan get an extra defense. Basically, Dahan won't die this turn. It's really, and maybe places that might have taken blight, this might not anymore. But let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, Ravage. This is gonna Ravage all coastal land, but it's defended here. This is not going to take any actions, so it's not gonna Ravage or build. This is going to Ravage. This has a whole lot more extra defend because of that fear card. So nothing happens here, but all these are going to die. So we're getting an extra 3 fear from this. So we're generating another fear card, but I don't think we get that fear card this turn. So we have 1 more fear card to go to win if we want to win that way, but I think we're going to win this turn. This is going to Ravage. We have this defend here to stop it. This is going to Ravage. We've got nothing here to stop it, so it's going to get a blight. This is going to Ravage. We stop that. The Han are going to punch back, and we get 1 more. So that's for coastal land. We're going to build now on jungles. Nothing. We stopped this build here. We stopped this build here, and this is going to build a town. We can let a build here happen because it's just a town. We can stop a city build. Special rules choke the land with the green. We can just let the town build there. And nothing builds here. Oh, and this goes away too, because, yeah. And nothing builds there because there's nothing over there. Perfect. Now we get a bunch of explorers everywhere. I'm going to skip that for now. So I don't think it's going to matter, because now I can just do 8 damage here with my tsunami on the slow phase. And that's the last city. And the game... So either I'm a really bad player, or I just happen to get a setup where stay even with the explorers for a very long period of time. And obviously, assuming I didn't cheat, I only had one more fear card left, so I was going to win by fear victory soon anyway. But yeah, I just thought multiple times I'd be able to kill the last city faster. But again, I don't know, I feel like this game, I'm just not good at recording and playing. I feel like I'm just, I don't know if this is interesting to watch. Let me know. I don't know if I'm going through stuff too fast. I don't know if it's hard to tell what I'm doing. I think I played by the rules correctly this time. I might have did a couple small minor mistakes where I got the target land wrong, or in trying to speed through things, maybe like I skipped some stuff, but I think I did things mostly right. I may have once or twice overpaid or underpaid myself. I think I did these rules correct. I think I mostly did these rules correct. Yeah, so that's Spirit Island. Again, I like the game, but I definitely felt like I wasn't going to lose at a certain point. Once I had this whole right island cleared and I had a lot of my totems on, I was like, all right, unless something really bad happens, I'm not going to lose. The events, I think, screwed me up once or twice, but they also helped out a lot too. There was multiple times where the events seemed to help me more than they hurt me, but there was a couple places where the events, assuming I interpreted everything correctly, I think I played it right. These fear cards, though, seem really strong once you're in level 3. So, yeah, that's Spirit Island. I'll probably upload this one first, and then upload my game that I think I filmed even worse than this. So if you watch this and think that this was horribly filmed, or I sped through it, or I was all over the place, I think the other one's going to be worse. So it could just be that Spirit Island's not my game as far as recording and playing. But let me know. I'll give my thoughts on it eventually on my website, or if I start doing review videos, I will talk about Spirit Island as well and give it my review thoughts. Definitely will probably write about it at some point. I'm going to try to get at least 2 more games played before I have to give this back. I will probably pick more complex spirits next time, for better or for worse. And yeah, thank you for watching. It's like 4 in the morning right now too, which doesn't make this any easier because I can only really get this done late at night, and I started at like 12:31, and then I had to pause a few times to look up some rules, and it's really late. I said it would take 2 hours. It probably took closer to 2.5 hours. So anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.